All right. Hello, Cheyenne. I am Miss Torres. I am your new teacher with Epic Charter Schools. I'm very excited to meet you, very excited to be with you on the rest of your learning journey through the rest of high school. So a little about myself. I have been teaching for 6 years, three of which I started in a brick and mortar high school, just teaching all of the high school grades 9 through 12, teaching all of the sciences, physical science, biology, chemistry, and then some elective sciences as well. Then I moved to Epic Charter Schools for 2 years during the whole COVID pandemic. I was teaching with Epic, so I've been with Epic before. I'm a little pretty familiar with it. And then for the last year, I have been teaching biology labs at Oklahoma State University. So I am excited to be back with Epic and working with students like yourself. My area of expertise is in biological sciences. My degree was in zoology. And outside of Epic, I also run a wildlife rescue. So I do a lot of veterinary care and just overall care and education with animals and wildlife. So that's definitely where I excel. And we'll be happy to help you with any of that along the way, as well as all the rest of our subjects we're going over. So today, we are focusing on a plan for the coming week to work towards mastery of some English standards that you've been struggling with. So I'm going to share my screen with you so we can take a look at the plan I have laid out and what you're going to do where. So all right, that should be sharing now. So starting this week on Monday, you're still going to do your hour of English every day at least. Obviously, if you can get more in, then please do that. But we're going to start with something a little different than your core curriculum. Since that hasn't really been getting across just yet, we're going to try to look at it from a different angle, and I'm going to give you a link to a Khan Academy lesson that is often, I like Khan Academy, I've used it a lot. They break things down very well, and a lot of times students can get stuff through Khan Academy that maybe they don't get through their regular curriculum. So we're going to try that first. You will you will review the videos for the standards that we're looking at, and then complete any practice and sample problems provided by Khan Academy in those lessons. So that should take roughly an hour still, your normal, excuse me, your normal, excuse me again, your normal 1 hour time period. So then on Tuesday, we're going to go back to your core curriculum, retake those lessons that you were struggling with before, see if having this new understanding helps to kind of understand that core curriculum a little bit better. So go back through those lessons in your core curriculum and complete the activity questions there. Wednesday, of course, we will be meeting in person. So this is where we can really hammer down those standards and work on whatever it is that we still need to do. So we're going to go over all the stuff that you've done Monday and Tuesday. If you have any questions for me, make note of them so that we can go over them in person at this meeting and see how those lessons went for you, what worked, what didn't work, what are you still struggling with? Is the whole thing confusing, or are we starting to get some of those things? So that's going to be the plan on Wednesday, identify areas of confusion and work through those, work through the lessons that you did, and see where there's any problems still that we can address at that time. Then we're going to, assuming we don't spend the whole session doing one of these things, then if we can get to everything, we'll take as much time as we need to on whatever we need to. So we'll do a Mastery Connect quiz to test the specific standards that we are working on, see how those go. Once you finish that, you will let me know what was challenging, what was hard, did you fly through it with no problem, or what questions were troublesome to you, and then we'll go through the quiz itself and see if your thoughts on it match up with how you did on the quiz, and if there's anything there that is confusing or doesn't match up with your expectations, then we can address it then and there to see where things went wrong. So hopefully after Wednesday, we will have a solid understanding of these lessons we're trying to get through. And we'll spend Thursday doing some practice to really solidify that mastery. So you'll be in IXL, do some practice questions or whatever other supplementary curriculum you have. I'll assign practice questions related to these standards that we're working on and see if that newfound knowledge from everything you've done in the week can help you to readdress problems that you might have gotten wrong in Khan Academy earlier. So you'll be doing both IXL practice and revisiting Khan Academy to review any things there that you were still struggling with earlier in the week that hopefully we're understanding now. And then finally, on Friday, we're going to go back to your core curriculum, go through those lessons again, and see again, hopefully we have better understanding now. So connect that to the lesson itself, and then retake those activity questions. So for one, improve your grade in that course, but to also show that you've got that mastery in that course as well. And then the final thing you'll do Friday after you've finished all of this is to complete your Mastery Connect quiz with those standards that really prove that we've hammered it out, gotten it taken care of, and we know that you are mastering these subjects and we can move on to the next thing. And a lot of our lessons will look similar to this. We'll focus on the areas where you are needing more help with things or where you're struggling more and there's just not getting the understanding, and we'll figure out what we need to do to get that understanding. So hopefully that will work. I'm sure that we can get over any challenges that arrive, and I will work with you every step of the way, take as much time as we need to master the things that we need to master. So thank you very much. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday.